Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Susan, Marianne, Ken's Creations, Debbie, Brenda, Kathy, Marie, Nicole, Deborah, Joan, Glenda, Shirley, Judy, Rebecca, Diane, Susan, Becky, Georgia, Valerie, Jenny, Teresa, Joy, Diana, Lisa, Laura, Cheryl, Robbie, Marcina, Trishalyn, Vicky, Belinda, Jackie, Donna, Vicky, Meta, Bonnie, Pamela, Susan, Joanne, Brenda, Denise, Rindy, Tammy, Tina, Sarah, and Catherine. A huge thank you to my co-sponsors. You guys are awesome. Good morning.
Good morning.
You don't have a hat on today.
No.
He just got out of the shower.
Yeah. That's why we're late.
Hey everybody, I am so excited. This video today, I was gonna say, is brought to you by the oil Joy, but I left it in my bathroom.
Oh.
I did put it on, but I'm kidding. It's not brought to you by anybody but you guys.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by my Patreon supporters, my YouTube supporters, all those people that are in the chat and their name is in green and they're sharing these fun emojis.
What's that one say?
That one is the joy.
Oh.
Somebody
Like,
said
does that say
you
something?
should have a joy emoji. So it took me 5 minutes. I went and did it before the video. Thank you. And I also have supporters on Facebook. Thank you for that. But not only them, thank you to everybody who watches my videos and subscribes to my channel. If you like my videos, I like you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we do this every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Saturdays.
Yeah. That's
And we are live on YouTube and Twitch. And I was going to get to the Twitch chat. I need to open up another
window.
Yeah, I was trying to do that. And then everything just happened. There we go. I'll pull that down. So we have our Twitchers here. And Twitchers. Okay. So today is Design Space class. Please put your questions in all caps. I will answer as many questions as I can. And I see them better when they're all caps. And sometimes I do miss a few.
That's why I'm here, though.
Yeah, he's going to help. And today I thought, I know I've done so much about the Cricut Joy lately, but you have no idea how much joy I have in my heart for it. I am so freaking excited for this. Every time I use it, I'm like so much more excited. Now, to be honest, I thought this was an awesome machine for people that didn't have a big Cricut. I thought it was an awesome machine for people that don't have a lot of space and don't have room to hold a big Cricut or don't want to carry out their Cricut every time they need to make a card or a decal. I thought it was for them. I'm loving it for me. It's like my go-to machine now. I used it the other night. We did Thursday Night Live. We both did projects. We did different projects. I cut mine out on the Joy Live, but I had cut his out because his was a bigger image on the Maker. And I'm like, I want to just use the Joy. It's so amazing, and I can't explain how amazing it is that every time I use it, I'm just so excited. And we're having a launch party tonight. Yes, it launches tonight. 9 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Mountain time, 11 p.m. Central, and midnight Eastern time. So I'm going to be taking a little nap today. And we're having a launch party from 11 p.m. Those times I just said is when it releases. But 11 p.m. Eastern time, we're starting our party in my Cricut Joy group. There is a link to the Cricut Joy group in the description, and I just put it in the chat also.
Can I add something?
Yes.
It's also, the Joy is great for people that's in a hurry. So say you're running late and you're you're doing something and there's a couple people in the car and you have a power inverter, you can plug it in your car and finish your project on your way to your destination.
Yes. You can. I bought something so I can use plugins in my car. If it's on my dash, we'll be doing a video.
If you have a 110 volt, I think it's volt, you can plug it in.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that on our trip to Vegas. That'll be April 22nd. We're driving to Vegas. I'm going to Cricut on the way. And we're going to live stream the whole thing on his channel, Beard Adventures.
The drive
will be cricketing on my channel. Okay, let's get started in Design Space. Let's go to Design Space. Okay, so this is Design Space. This Design Space is for the Joy, the Maker, or the Explorer family.
Can the Cricut cut foil?
Yeah, I think it can.
The Joy.
I don't like tinfoil. I don't know. It would probably be best on the Maker with the rotary blade. So you can choose whatever one. You can switch it back and forth. You can choose whatever machine you want. Also, let's go to projects. These are Cricut projects, and I want to show you something, not just for the Joy machine, for all the machines. So there are free image projects. Now these are projects. I'll show you how to get to images in a minute. Projects are free for the Cricut Explorer Air. So if you have that machine, you can use all of these images for free. Notice they're also in Cricut Access. Anything with this green A means they're included in Cricut Access. But if you don't subscribe to Cricut Access and you have the Cricut Explorer Air, you get these for free. Oh, look, this one's not in Access. But if you have the Cricut Explorer Air and it's hooked up to your account, you get to use it for free. And then there's the Air 2. And then there's the Explorer 1. And so even if you don't have Cricut, there's a Maker. If you don't have Cricut Access, you still can use all of these for free. And then we have the Cricut Joy. And there's people say, can you only use these projects? There's so much more you can do with the Cricut Joy.
Someone asked, does the questions have to be about the Cricut Joy? No. It can
No.
be about anything
We're doing
Cricut related, really.
Yeah, but we're doing Design Space. You use all the machines with Design Space.
Tesla question. Will the Cricut Joy run your battery down quicker?
Well, it probably doesn't use that much electricity. Probably.
Maybe a little bit, but...
We go charge for free. It doesn't cost us anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the Cricut Joy projects. Now let's go to images. I want to start doing this every week where I show you the brand new images for the week. So to do that, you click right here on images. Deborah Wolf says, is this only going to be about the Cricut Joy? No, it's not. I'm going to show you how to do things in Design Space. You can do them on any machine you want.
I think she asked that like right after, so there's a delay.
Okay. And so we go to cartridges. So these are the newest cartridges. These Star Wars ones have just been released to everybody. They were exclusive to Mystery Box. So we have those. So these are knee. These are knee. That's a cross between new and neat. I sometimes make words up. Kawaii seals, those are cute. And then we have quick corner cards. So I'm going to click on these because so many people ask, well, can we make the Joy cards on the Maker or the Explorer? Thank you, Krista, for subscribing. So you can use any of these and make your card on any of the machines. It will cut out the card. It will cut this out. and it will make an envelope for you. And you can add writing to this. You can add more cuts to this. You can do any of that you want to do. Let's go back. I'm going to click on cartridges again. And then you also have these insert card corners. Now, you can use these on any of your machines to create a card. I used this. Can you hand me that card? I used this one and I created a card. I cut this on the Cricut Joy, but I could have cut this or made this on any of the machines. So I just picked out, I wanted to create a card because people were asking, well, can you make your own custom cards? Of course you can. So I was just looking through Design Space and I saw that bike. So the Cricut drew that bike and wrote that down. So I just made this card just by looking through the images. Let's go back to Design Space. Let me check and look at the chat for a minute and see if there's any questions that Jamie has not answered. Thank you, Shannon. Welcome.
Now you can use the emojis.
Yes. Can you add different fonts in Design Space? You can upload any font you want into your computer and then Design Space will use those. Okay, let's go down here. This is a new cartridge. Floral coasters. You can cut these out on any machine. Mason jar friends. You guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Look, so these really thin lines are drawing. It doesn't, oh, it does say draw if you put your mouse over it. Okay, you guys, I never noticed that. I don't know if it's new or I just never noticed it. But it does say draw because so many people ask, well, how do you know if it's draw or cut? So look at this image and look at this one. This one is the jar outline. You could cut this with vinyl or iron-on or anything. And this one is draw because it's so thin. You can tell the difference. And then this one is like the full jar. You don't have to do it in black. I wouldn't suggest doing it in black. But it is solid and you can cut it out in any image. Aren't these cute? So you could draw these with the ink pens and fusible ink pens, anything you want.
I want to do the seahorse one on vinyl and put it on a mason jar.
It is a mason jar.
Can I put it on a mason jar?
So you want to put a vinyl decal of a mason jar on
no,
a mason
I want to
jar?
put a seahorse, just a seahorse part.
Oh, so you want to just put the seahorse on a mason jar.
And then fill the mason jar with sand and shells and water.
Okay.
But we don't,
So let's show them how. If they just want to do the mason jar. Thanks for subscribing, Kelly.
contour.
Good. He's learning, guys. You can click that. Click contour. I'm just going to hide all contours and bring back the horse.
Yeah, another mellow dot.
Whoops. Welcome, Alma.
Alma.
Alma. Alma?
Alma.
Alma?
I think so.
Oh, we got a little cut there and his eye. Okay, there we go. Let's bring his eye. Oh yeah, and hold on. Let me click on those. Here, I'll find those little circles. Oh, that's a bubble. I guess we want all these pieces too.
So maybe you should go opposite with it.
Okay. We're hiding it all. Okay.
Show all. There you go.
Now we'll just delete these things instead. Oh, do you want these little things? Maybe you want that.
Yeah, maybe.
I would. So now we're just getting rid of these lines.
You can even keep those bubbles.
Yeah. That would be pretty on a mason jar.
Up. There's a little triangle above it. There you go.
It's hard to grab sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. We got the opposite of what we want. So what we want to do, it's okay, is we're just going to click the outside piece. And there we have that.
Oh.
Will that work for you?
Yes.
Thank you, Lori. Thanks for the joy you bring to all of us. You guys, I am so excited today. I'm a little crazy excited.
Oh, I could put the seahorse on the inside, but that'd be tough to do on the inside of a mason jar.
But
but with what I'm wanting to do, that wouldn't work.
And you could cut this out on any machine you want at this size. Oh yeah, you could put it on acetate, which is clear, and then you put it on the inside. That is a great idea. You guys are amazing. And people are asking about the Joy cards. Can you cut on other machines? So, well, let me show you something first. So I have my design space right here on Joy. And if I make this too big to use on the Joy, it's going to have this little mark here. It says not supported by Joy because it's too large. But if the Joy is the only machine you have, which for a lot of people it's going to be, because they don't have room for bigger machines, or they don't spend a lot of time crafting and they don't want to take up all that room. You can take a square, just make sure it's smaller than 4.5, and select the square and this, and then slice. If their slice is not lit up to click, look in the layers panel, because you probably have more than 2 things selected, or something is grouped or attached. So you can take any image in Design Space. Now you can do this for the maker. If you wanted to make this 4 feet, you can do that. I have videos on how to make something larger than the mat. Oh, I should have duplicated that. Now we just have to draw another one.
Draw.
Well, not draw. Grab another one, which I should have just duplicated. Oh, I don't have to do another one. I already sliced it in half, so we don't need the duplicate. So now we can cut this out. We don't need this. Now we can cut it out on the Joy. Oh, I want to change
the color.
I know.
So we can see it.
So to change the color of everything, thank you, Terry, for the $5 super sticker. To change the color for everything, I just drag a box around it. We're going to make it blue. Now we're going to make it. We're going to put without a mat. Because if we're doing it with vinyl, we don't need a mat. And it will cut it. If you want, you can move these things if you want on the mat. Do we have any other questions so far?
So I have a question. So if you have to cut it like that with vinyl on the Cricut Joy,
yeah.
So then it's just you would have to cut it in half and then piece it together, because otherwise it's gonna be.
Well, it's already cut in half.
Right, I know, but I mean like.
You would put vinyl on each piece, and you'd put one side down, and then you'd line this up to fit it. Okay. Now, I did not pay attention to where I was cutting it. Right. I would not have cut that bubble in half like that.
Yeah.
I would have maybe done it under the bubble, or maybe right through the bubble, not just that tiny piece.
Yeah, so it's easier to line up.
Yeah, you want to do it where it's the easiest way to line it up. But I wanted to show you, you can do other images that are bigger.
I don't know what reverse weed it means.
And a lot of people were asking questions about changing settings. So click the 3 dots up here. Who here has never clicked the 3 dots?
What 3 dots? That's
3 lines.
That's the hamburger menu.
Yes, it's the hamburger menu. It's 3 lines. I don't know why I say dots all the time.
Yeah.
And where's the settings? Not those settings. Manage custom settings. Oh, it's not lit up. Okay. Oh, maybe you can't manage them for the Joy. It looks like you cannot manage the custom settings for the Joy. I thought you would be able to. Someone asked me and I never tried it. So if you have the other machines, you can do custom settings. And custom settings means if you're maybe using a different acetate that's maybe a little thicker and you need to cut it 3 times instead of 2, or you need to change the pressure, you can do that by clicking edit. You can have it cut 6 times if you want.
That's a lot.
Or you can change the pressure to less or go up to more, to 350.
Numbers are hard.
I'm going to cancel because I don't want to save that. I like my acetate setting. But if you're using something that is maybe a little thicker than normal, or you always have to cut it more often, you can change that here. Oh, and you can switch machines right here. No, you cannot change the Joy settings. And what other questions do we have, guys? I need your questions. Oh, I think something that a lot of people, look at these cats. I get a little distracted when I see cute things.
Yeah.
And like if you just want those cats and don't want the mason jar, you can contour them out, just like I did.
I think she secretly wants a cat.
I don't want a cat. I don't want a cat to jump on my paper. Like you can make this huge. This would be good in a huge project. We're gonna get rid of these.
Yeah, we don't need those. I make beautiful. What's that?
I make beautiful things.
Oh, I make beautiful.
Okay, let's say we want to cut this on the maker, but we want it really big. Okay, now it's too big to cut on the maker. This is 24 inches by 11 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup it first. And we have this. And then we have this. So these are only one image. I cannot ungroup these at all.
You get a lot of questions coming through.
Oh, now I have questions.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the questions. So we can duplicate this. So I have 2 of them, and I'm going to contour, and I'm going to take away the top line on one, and then on this one, I'm going to take away the bottom line. So now we have that, but now the only problem is, so we can cut this on a 12 by 24 mat, and then we can cut this on a 12 by 24 mat. Our problem is this is too big. This is 24 by 8.45. So the problem is it's too long. So we're going to have to cut it in half. So I'm going to take a shape. And like I said, this is done for any machine. You just make it fit the size of your machine. I'm going to I'm just going to cut off right here at the B. So all I have to line up is that little line right there. So I moved this to a slant so I can cut that off. Now watch, when I have all these things selected, I cannot slice because if I look here, I have 3 things selected. So I'm just going to select these 2 items and I can slice. And we can delete this. We can delete that. And so now we have these in 2 different areas. Whoops, undo. I'm going to grab these and just group them together. So those will, and then I can click make it. And actually, I can cut all that on one mat. So I'm going to show you something else. So I'm going to click on this image, click the 3 dots, move object here, and I can cut it. So I'm just putting vinyl on the one mat, and I can do the same thing with this one, I think. Let's see if we can. Move it to this one. I don't know if I can. I wonder. It's not going to cut there. Yeah, I can pull it down here. And I will save vinyl that way. So I switched it from 4 mats to 2 mats, if you didn't know that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we do a giveaway every single Saturday.
You should go back out and read some.
Okay, we're going to go back and read some questions. Yay! Lynn learned something new today. Yes, you can double cut the Joy like you can in the other machines. Tammy has never hit the hamburger. I'm so glad I taught you that. There's so much in the hamburger.
I could eat a hamburger right now.
How did you remove the jar again? So you click contour and then click on the jar. Everything I'm showing you would be the same for the iPhone and iPad, only the buttons are in different areas. Can you do the Joy cards with the other machines? I'll show you that. When making my own cards, what are the measurements? So when you're making your own cards, let's just delete this. Seriously, you can make them any size you want. If you want to do the regular size, like the regular Joy cards that they're making, what I do is it's an A2 size card. So it's 5.5 inches high and 4 1/4 inches wide. So it's 8.5 wide. We're only at 50% here. Let's change this color. Let me show you something else. Did you know? I know most of you know. You can come over here down where my mouse is at the bottom corner. Click on that. The eye will never change. That does nothing. Really shouldn't be there. I don't think. Click that and then you can change the color. If you go back up to the top, you can change the color of your mat here. You can also change the grids. Take away the grids. Well, anyway, so when you're making a regular size card, you also want to put a scoreline in it. Don't worry about the middle. You can make this exact 5.5 if you want. I usually don't. And then select them both. Up here at the top, you click a line and you click center. And then you have to attach it. So make sure they're attached. And there's the base of your card. Do you have to set out the veneer for 24 hours? I have not heard that you have to do that. Going back to questions. Can you double click the Joy? Yeah.
Double cut without
Double
buttons.
cut. I want to show them how.
Should I move some things? Dreaming planet, do it.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to click the Joy. I'm going to cut something so you guys know how to do it. Yeah. I'll just hide you guys. That was too big for the Joy. We're going to cut on a mat. Can you get a green? The little mat. We're going to cut on a mat. And we're done. We're going to cut it there. Let me take you to the overhead. There's the overhead. Put one of those green papers on the mat. You can't have this over this area. The Joy has sensor marks right here, so you cannot preload the mat. So do not put it up here until I say so.
Gotcha.
Do not do that, guys. I mean, the worst thing that happens, you have to cancel and start the cut over. Okay, I'm going to take you guys back to Design Space. I'm going to hit continue. Boom, 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 boom. And we're just going to say it's insert card stock. I cut my own insert card stocks. This
flashing.
green paper.
Can I go now?
No, because I want to show them.
Okay.
Okay, now you can load it.
This is my first time doing this.
Well, you need to get practicing. You're going to have one of these in your truck.
I know.
Okay, now notice there's no buttons to hit go. Go back over here. It's all right here.
Now go back over to overhead.
Why does that? I'm hitting it in my OBS software for my recording. I'm not clicking it in Design Space.
What is the mat size of the Joy? Oh, you have to hit go again.
No, wait. I got to show them. Okay, so now there's no button on the Joy to unload it. You have these buttons. And you guys, our eyes are going to just go right to the green button, right? Because none of us read. We just hit the button we're used to hitting. But let's pretend it didn't cut, even though it did. We're going to click rerun. So when I click rerun, then it cuts again. It's preparing. Now it's going to cut on the exact same spot it did before. So yes, you can cut it again. And back to Design Space. If we wanted to rerun it again, we can. But I'm not going to do that. No. So we unload and it spits it out. Here, let's go ahead and take the star off. What's the best way to take paper off a mat? You flip it over.
Yeah.
There's the star. Okay, I'm going to go after more questions. Can you slice out the word and make it separate? Yeah, you can slice out words.
I need to be in here too.
And if you have Cricut Access, that brings the Joy down to 161.
Can you use your phone with a Cricut Joy?
Yes.
I know.
Okay. going back to more questions. Sometimes you can slice instead of contour, but it's usually easier to contour. Oh yeah, can you make the Joy cards on the other machines? Okay, let's go over there. Design space. So we're finished with that little star.
Can you...
Have you done felt on the Joy? No, I wouldn't even try felt on the Joy.
Why?
Because felt is hard to cut on the Cricut Explorer machines.
Okay.
It's not, I wouldn't even try it. Oh, the Joy cards. Let's go to projects. And then we'll get to that curving text. Can you cut the Joy? Let's just get the Joy projects.
Someone's asking how long am I staying here?
Oh my gosh, he was here only for the holidays last year, November. And he would be going home now, but my assistant is getting married in a few weeks. And I need an assistant, so Alex is my assistant.
Yeah.
He's been helping me out. He's like my
I'm
third
not just
assistant.
here doing nothing.
He's like my third assistant right now.
And then when it's needed, I leave for a little while. Like I'll go on a short adventure.
When it's needed. Are you get tired of me?
No, not really. It's just I need an adventure.
Okay, you know what? I need to choose a different machine first. Let me go back here. We're going to be on the Maker. Could be on the Explorer Maker. It doesn't matter. And then, oh, that's my projects. We need to go to projects here. And then we're going to go to, notice I'm on the Maker, but I'm looking at projects for the Joy. And I'm going to click Make It because you cannot customize these because they only fit certain ways on the mat. Now, if you want, you could scoot this all the way over here and then you would put your card base. I would have my card pre-cut. Like, remember how I just showed you a few minutes ago how to make the card 5.5 high, 8.5 wide? Just make your base card. Cut that out first. It'll be in a different project and you'll cut that out and then you can lay that on your mat. Actually, yeah. If you line up your paper with the top of this paper, like the top of your mat, top right of your mat, then it will cut or write on your mat, on your paper here. So you'll put your card base just over on the right side instead of the left, and it will cut it out. It'll be easy. Crafty Nana wants to adopt both of us. Okay, oh, we wanted to curve text. The Manage Materials is also for the Maker machine. His truck will have a regular outlet. In the back of the truck, it has a regular outlet. But in the front, he can. In the front, he can just use a converter thing like I do. Inverter. Well, they have his truck's not completely done. We
don't really know.
Hopefully, it has a plug-in in the front.
Yeah, we'll find out when it comes closer to time.
Okay.
No, there's no place to plug anything in except for the power cord into the Cricut Joy.
No. So it uses Bluetooth only.
Your computer might have Bluetooth, and you just don't know because unless it's a really old laptop.
Okay, I got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Okay, let's talk about curving text. I can't curve text. Do you guys know why I can't curve text? Tell me why I can't curve text.
That font doesn't allow it.
Nope, not even close.
I don't know. I didn't know you can't curve text.
You can, but it's not letting me.
Because it's all together, you have to do one thing at a time.
You have to do one line at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on advanced. I am going to put ungroup to lines. Now I have 2 lines, and look what happens. Curve is an option. So I can curve this down like that, or like that, or like that, or any way I want to do it, wherever my finger stops. Okay, and now I can curve this one. I want to go the other way on this one. Whoops. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Okay, so I can do that. Okay, so let's back up. Let's pretend I didn't do that. Okay, so let's pretend I ungrouped this. We will ungroup it. And I want to move this closer this way, and this here, and this here. So now I want to curve.
Had a couple questions. Is there fonts that don't allow you to curve?
No, all fonts allow you to curve.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
Another question. Can you... Wait, where did it go? Go ahead.
So let's group it back together so I can curve it. It doesn't work. Once you ungroup it and then group this back together, it is no longer really a text. It's an image. It doesn't work. I can still curve this one because I did not undo it. If I wanted the letters closer together, I could move them this way with this letter spacing button. And I can still curve. But once you ungroup, or if you attached or welded, you no longer can curve.
Will Joy come out with different blades and materials?
Joy has lots of materials. I did a whole video on all their materials because I unboxed them all. So if you missed that video, I have a whole Joy playlist of videos. Okay, let me go back and look at the chat. You guys, I am just so excited for the launch party tonight and so excited to place my order. I have a wish list on Cricut that I've made, and it only has 16 items in it. Somebody says only 16 items. I said, well, I still have a lot, but I'm going to be buying extra stuff because I'm going to be giving it away. Yes, you guys answered right because there were 2 lines. Nope, if I were to ungroup those, they would not have curved. Okay, raise your hand if you've learned something new today. I know you didn't all learn because you guys are here every week and I really appreciate it. Oh, Linda, that's a great question. Don't you first have to own the Joy in order to use the designs made for the Joy? How would I use these on my Air 2? Linda, go to Design Space and use them. They're in Cricut Access. If you have access, you can use them. If you don't have access, it may charge you to use them. You can select Joy up here, I think, even before you have the Joy. You can make projects for the Joy before you have the Joy. How do you store your paper crafts so they do not fade? I put them in boxes. How do you center the Scoreline? Let me just move these over. So we're going to add a Scoreline and we're going to add a square.
Lots of hands are raised.
They're learning.
Yeah.
So you take the Scoreline Oh, it's under the image. Let's bring it to the front. And you select it and you go up here and click align and then click center. And it puts it in the center, but then you have to attach or the Scoreline will be on a separate mat.
Don't forget the giveaway.
So to do the giveaway, you guys have to chat in the chat. So maybe tell me what you've learned in the chat while I finish answering these questions. Andrea's here every class and is still learning something new. Because I'm going to have Nightbot choose a winner from the chat. A random person. Oh, and I didn't tell you what the giveaway was for. $15 gift card to Amazon or PayPal. Kimberly's asking me to show how to write on the inside of a card. I did do a video on how to write on the inside of the card with the Cricut Joy. But if you want to write on the inside of a card, let's say this is the inside of the card and I want to write. I'm going to choose writing font. Let me double click this. Let's pretend I wanted this on the inside of the card. Bring this to the front. Make it a little smaller and attach it. Now there's the front. I mean the inside. If you want to also write on the front of the card and you're not using the Joy card mat, you would just make another piece. You add another layer. And then you also attach writing to this the same way you did this one. Now, nobody knows how to use Design Space until they use it. So if you have not tried Design Space because you're scared of it, you have to use it. Oh, and I also wanted to tell you guys this bike card, I shared the file with the people in my Cricut Joy group. So if you're in my Cricut Joy group, you'll get this. I will also share it with all of my supporters, like I share all of the files too. Probably on Monday, we'll get this and some other cards that I'm going to be making. I'll share those.
Your code doesn't work for things that plug in, right?
Correct.
So just access. If you have access, you get the extra 10%.
If you're buying the Cricut Joy and supplies, you can put them all in your cart. If you have access, you'll get 10% off everything in your cart. If you also add my code, I am happy, you will get another 10% off all the supplies.
Not the machine.
Yeah, another 10% off all the supplies and free shipping on everything. And if you're going to do that, join my launch party because I'm doing some giveaways.
You're doing a giveaway today too, right?
Yes, for $15. Don't be intimidated by the projects. They're easier than you think. And I don't know how to explain this. The projects, sometimes you think you don't know how to do them, but if you do them, you might see how easy they are. Or if you do them and you get stuck, that's a good thing because now you know what you need to learn and you can ask. I have Facebook groups for everything and you can ask when you get stuck. You need to get stuck to learn. You need to make mistakes to learn. Alex, have you learned from mistakes in life?
Yeah. Yeah.
We all have. And you don't learn until you actually do it. Did you think you could do any crafting?
No.
Did you think you would ever do paper crafting?
No.
He has been designing shadow boxes and doing a ton of paper crafting since he's been here. Let me get your...
Do I need to be here for this launch party thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to actually be in video, I don't think.
I'll probably be in Orlando. Chris and Scott, they're
in Orlando?
Yeah. Well, they're in Sanford.
The launch party is tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. In my Cricut Joy group, and then the Cricut Joy will launch at midnight. Bring snacks and drinks. It's BYOB. You're in Facebook. You can even wear your pajamas and we won't see you.
So
it's a pajama party. You guys are so amazing.
Yeah, I've come very used to the weld button for the shadow boxes. Weld is my best friend for those.
Deborah says, I cannot get into your Facebook group because my Facebook name is different than my last name on Patreon to support you monthly. Yes, you can. When you join my Patreon name, we ask for the email that you use for Patreon. Your name can be completely different, and we let you in if you use that email.
Yeah, just make sure it's track.
We have a list of the names that are different.
Just make sure it's the email that you use for Patreon.
Yes, it has to be the email you use for Patreon.
If it's a different email from Facebook, that
you can message me on Patreon.
So we have to check and make sure that you are on Patreon.
Christy says, I don't have fancy emojis, but it's time to figure that out. So the fancy emojis are a YouTube thing where if you support my channel for 99 cents, YouTube lets you use my emojis.
What time does this party start again?
11 p.m. Eastern. So that's, it was 12 hours from when we started today. It's 8 p.m. Pacific time.
I do not have a video yet showing how to do a shadow box on my channel.
No, he does on my channel.
Yeah.
What tools are essential for the Joy First machine? I would buy the mats, maybe. If you're going to do cards, the card mat. There's also, show them one of the longer mats. There's also 12-inch mats. But if you're going to do vinyl and smart vinyl, then you don't need a mat.
Any smart
It does
materials.
come with a short mat. But that's all that's really necessary. The card kits are amazing.
How do you become a member?
Under the video, there should be a join button. If you're on a mobile device, you might have to turn your phone or your iPad so you can see more underneath it, and there should be a join button. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the giveaway.
That means chat it up.
Well, it's chatting for the last 15 minutes is what does it. So, where's my Nightbot? I know he's here. I have done a video unboxing my big box bundle of joy. And that will show you all the supplies and what comes in it.
You have a new Melodot.
Ooh.
Karina Diaz.
Thank you. There she is. You guys are all chatting up a storm. Ooh, my chat is finally working here, Nightbot.
She did not make
Yeah.
the stuffed cutie.
No, the stuffed cutie came from Cricut. Annette, I don't know what your question is.
How do you choose a winner?
Nightbot chooses a random winner. I do not choose the winner.
Yes, I am still doing Uber. I took a trip yesterday, which is now the most money I've earned off of the trip.
Yeah, okay, guys. Let's have a little chat while we're waiting for the giveaway. I keep trying to tell people that they need to be happy. Choose joy, choose happy. You can choose your emotions. If you find it hard to be happy because something bad is happening or your life just feels like it's going down the tubes, think of what you're grateful for, because everybody has something to be grateful for. If you're watching this video, be grateful for the internet. Be grateful for whatever device you're watching on. Be grateful you can learn for free, that I don't charge for classes. You be grateful for your electricity. Be grateful for the food you are eating and the roof over your head. Even if it's a bridge, be grateful for anything you have.
Always look for the silver lining in things.
Yes, there is always something good to think about, always. And anybody can have anything they want. Welcome Tracy Matthews to being a member. Anybody can have anything they want in life. You just have to be open to it. You just have to want it. Be happy, because your happy vibes go out there. They're invisible and they pull back good things back to you. Now, some of you may think I'm a little crazy or nuts and not believe anything I said. I say this stuff because it happened to me over and over and over. I couldn't always afford a Cricut. The only reason I got my first Cricut is because it was on clearance for $59, the little 6-inch one. And then I had to have help buying the next one. I couldn't always afford things. And I changed the way I think, and you can too. It takes practice. Start now. What did I tell you yesterday, Alex?
Be open to money.
Yes. I said, sit in your car, meditate just for a few minutes, clear your mind, and be open to money coming into you. And what happened, Alex?
Well, the short story or a long story?
I don't know. You can tell the short story.
Basically, I stopped at a gas station.
Don't talk so fast.
Okay.
You talk really fast sometimes.
Right. I made a video in my
Talk
car.
louder.
I made a video in my car of a taste test. And right before the video, I turned on my Uber app and I'm like, I feel like today is going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Made the video and I was like, I think I'm done with it. After the video, I ended right as soon as I hit stop recording, I got a trip. And I was like, oh. And I looked at it, and now on my Uber app, I'm at a spot where it tells me how long the trip will be. Sorry. It tells me how long the trip will be and like what direction I'm going. So I looked at it and I'm like, I feel like is that right? It showed 99 minutes south is where I was going to be going. And I was like, I was in Ocala at the Wawa, and I looked at the app to see where the location was that I was picking him up, and I'm like, he's here. He's at Wawa. So I called him. I was like, are you at the Wawa gas station? And he's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, I'm in the parking lot. Like, I'm outside. And he's like, all right. So he comes out and he's like, yeah, I had to take a last minute trip to the airport. He's like, I'm down here working for training. And so he got in my car. I was like, well, in Marion County, where Ocala, that's Marion County, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's like the most expensive Uber you can take is in Marion County. It might be cheaper for you to take an Uber right outside of Marion County and then call another Uber. But I took him to the airport from Ocala.
To Orlando Airport.
It was 99. It was about like 99 miles. Like, it was crazy. The trip that I received was $165.
So he paid more, but he got $165 to drive somebody 90 minutes to the airport.
Yeah.
So it worked. He called me right afterwards. I said, see, be open. You never know where the money's going to come from, but it'll come. Don't say, but I don't have a way to make extra money. It doesn't matter. It'll come.
Someone might knock on your door and be like, I want to give this.
I've had this happen so many times where somebody owed them money from a long time ago and they got it right after they gave a gift to somebody. They did a random act of kindness. They actually did it through me. I know they did it. And they suddenly, somebody called them or something that they owed them a lot of money that they thought they would never ever see again, and they got it. Like, just be happy, be giving, be grateful. It will change your life. It has mine. Okay, are we ready for the giveaway?
Yes.
Somebody's going to win. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, and I think she's the one. I'm not sure because I'm not going to say it yet. But, okay.
Wait, what?
I'll say it after I show who it is. Oh, wait. You guys can't see. Whoops, there it is. Hold on. We're going here.
Not overhead. There you go.
Annette Page. I think she's the one that said her question keeps getting gone over. I think it was her. I'm not sure. But congratulations, Annette. I need you to email me at melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. So please email me. I can give you Amazon or PayPal, or if there's, I don't know, if you want Michael's gift card, I can do it over the internet. It's my money. I'm just giving it to you. So Kelly says, Melody, can I ask you a question? Sure, that's what we're here for. For those of you that say you've been struggling, we all struggle through life. But you know what? If you think about what you're grateful for, talk about what you love, because what you love comes back to you. Talk about what you want. Talk about the good things in life. It just brings more of it. Never be jealous of anybody else. Be excited for everybody else. Be excited that they get something. That tells the universe you want it too. Being jealous of something is a negative vibe. It doesn't. I had trouble believing that jealousy was negative. I didn't think it was negative, but it is negative, and if you're jealous of somebody for having it, it's the emotions are negative, and your body, your soul, God, universe thinks you don't want it when you actually do. So be excited when you see something that somebody else has something you want. Be happy, be excited for them, and it'll come. Yes, kindness matters. Melody, is the Joy the best place to start out for a returning Cricut user with no machines? That's hard to answer. It's up to you. If you want to make bigger projects more, or you want to cut more materials and things, I think the Maker is the best machine. But if you don't have a lot of space and you don't really craft that often, you just want to make some cards or some decals, then the Joy is the machine for you. It's really hard for me to choose for you. I still say hands down the Maker is the best machine, but I kind of like using my Joy more than my Maker. But I can't cut wood and chipboard and fabric and stuff on my Joy. So I'm grateful I have the Maker.
So Holly asks, is the Joy the best place to start for a returning Cricut user with no machines? I just
answered that one.
I'm sorry. I was reading.
I know, you're not paying attention to me.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it takes more muscles and nerves to frown than it does to smile. And I'm telling you guys, you can have anything you want in life. You just have to want it. And you have to be happy. if you're happy and angry. And, and you guys know those people. They're just angry all the time, and they like to put other people down, and they're just going to get angrier. They're just going to get worse. They're not going to have anything they want, and their life sucks. You have to change your attitude. I didn't always have a good attitude. I didn't always have a good life. How many cards do you think you can make on the Joy card mat with one card? I have not worn mine out, but I didn't make that many. But I've talked with other product experts who also have the Joy, and they're looking at 10 to 12 without cleaning it. You can wipe it clean with like a baby wipe and get some more uses out of it. But the cost of the card mat is only $5.99, and that's without discounts. So if you take 10% off, that's going to take 60%, take it down to 60. So it's like $4.40. And then with my code, you take another 10% off. So it makes it like only $4 for the card mat. So if you're going to make a lot of cards, buy a couple mats tonight when you're buying everything else. That's right. Kill them with kindness. When somebody treats you bad, or just I laugh. Be nice to those angry people or grumpy people. Just be really nice to them. Sometimes niceness and kindness is contagious, or sometimes it just pisses them off. It makes them angrier. I kind of find that funny. If somebody is upset or mad and you just kill them with kindness, I know. They will go off even more. But you know what? Just kill them with kindness, and that's all you can do.
They'll learn eventually.
Yeah. Sometimes you cannot change other people.
Is it worth resticking your mat?
Yeah, I will. I think. I mean, I don't know if I'll restick it. I'll clean it. Yeah, I don't restick my other mats anymore. I buy them in bulk. I used to restick them, but I buy them in bulk. It's a pain.
Yeah, you have enough mats to open your own store.
Yeah, because when they're on sale, I stock up. I have to sometimes take them out of my cart.
I'm shocked they
but
don't call
on
you.
Sale.
Hey, we're out of mats right now. Can you bring over some?
Yeah, Lori says, they don't like it, but I laugh on the inside. And they will learn when the happy people have a happy life and get everything they've ever wanted, and the angry people just get worse. You guys are so awesome. I really appreciate all of you just for watching my videos and being here. Nobody pays me to do videos. I do videos because I enjoy doing videos. I want to share what makes me happy.
Emphasize on the joy.
It does. The joy is making me, this morning I woke up, I was so excited for the launch party. I was so excited that everybody's going to be able to place an order. I'm excited to place another order. I can't place an order until tonight. I can't explain how excited I am about this new machine. So many people, they don't have a Cricut. They're going to be able to get one. My assistant just bought a house, but she doesn't have room for a Cricut. She doesn't have room for craft supplies. Welcome to my channel, Mary, Jane, and Kathy. She doesn't have room for this stuff, but she wants the Cricut Joy. And I'm so excited she'll be able to get it and that she has room for it. You can stick it in a drawer. So this is opening up a whole new thing for new people.
I am happy. Discount code.
Yeah, the code is I am happy. Get it? I want everybody to be happy. So when you use the code I am happy, you have to say it out loud or it won't work. Okay, I might have lied just a little, but say it out loud. Say I am happy, because what you say becomes true. Thoughts become things. And I know I don't know how to
Ola.
prove it to you, but I have lived it. And no, thank you, Ola. I know this stuff is true. I didn't always have everything I wanted, but I do now.
Crafting.
If you did meet and greets, you could fill a cruise ship. Maybe someday. I'm so glad I can inspire you guys. I just want the whole world to be happy. And crafting makes me happy, and that's why I started doing videos. I was just sharing what makes me happy, hoping I can make others happy too. Thank you, Anita. Everybody thumbs up. Unless you're an angry person or a troll that don't like to see other people happy, and I think you just need to go to another channel.
Yeah. There's a star.
The star.
It's a star you made.
Oh, my email, melodylanedesigns@gmail.com. I'll type it. Oh, next week is opening viewer mail after class. So we're doing a class, and tell me what you want your next design space class to be about. Today was just a little of everything. I didn't really have anything planned. I'm just so excited. I want to teach you guys everything. I think I have taught you everything in all my classes, but if there's anything that you missed and want to see,
I'm getting
let me know. You're getting what?
The board.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nikki Perry.
So let me know in the comments below. Oh, yeah. Oh, mine's right there. The projects we made Thursday night. If you missed our projects Thursday night, it was fun. We did some painting. So you want to show what you did?
This was the second one that I did not finish, but
Okay. So we got these wood things. Oh, and I tried
Wood
infusible
panels.
ink on the wood. Kind of worked. So we painted them ahead of time. Then we put, well, here, show them what you did here. So he had the galaxy part was painted with all of that. And then he cut out vinyl with the Maker or the Explorer. You can use any of them. Put that down. And then he colored it all black. And then he pulled off the vinyl. He had that. That's his logo for his channel. And then we wanted to show you how we painted. And then this is what he did during the video. And then he can put another image on this and do the same thing. Or you could just put words or vinyl over it. Do you want to show him what I did? So I did this one. I ironed onto the wood. I cut it out with my Joy. I cut it out live. And then I painted that on the back, but it got some black on it. I showed you how to paint this. If you guys want to paint and you don't know how to paint, you can all paint this. It's easy.
I thought painting a galaxy was easy, but
It's always ugly at first until he keeps going. What time the Joy goes on sale? At the Cricut site, it'll go on sale 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Mountain, 11 p.m. Central tonight, and midnight Eastern time. Melody, why iron on instead of regular stick on vinyl? I think it lasts longer, the iron on, and it seems flatter. You could use either. I don't know if it's a huge difference. It was the first time I did it. What do we do with the projects you do? I keep most of mine out for a little bit and then put them in a box.
I should.
He just started crafting in November.
I have a bunch already, though.
Yeah, you do.
Like, when I eventually go back home, I'm gonna just have stuff behind me, like, because I plan
yeah.
on having like a, not this, I don't need that,
That's my
but
dream box.
like a shelving thing behind me, and then have different stuff set up everywhere.
You guys see my little unicorn?
The unicorn.
All right, guys, we're gonna let you go now. He always makes my videos longer. That's
Sorry.
okay. Sometimes I do.
Welcome.
Sandy, welcome.
I know we could sell all our projects at a flea market.
Holly says your craft room is my fantasy. Let me tell you, like before I used to sit in front of my paper wall. When I first started crafting, I saw a video where somebody had this huge paper wall and they were doing videos. They didn't do a lot of videos. I don't even know who it is or anything, but I saw them and they were in front of a paper wall and I thought, wow, someday I want to have a paper wall like that. And I wasn't jealous of them. I was like, wow, I'm so happy for them. Someday I want that too. And I did. Like when I made this paper wall, I wasn't thinking about that person. I didn't even remember that until later. I'm like, wow, I said I wanted it and I got it. Like
Your wall is
everything I've ever
massive,
wanted.
though.
When I go back in life and think about it, I've gotten it. You guys can really have everything you want. Be careful what you ask for. Sometimes you have to learn.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I didn't want that.
But your paper wall has continued into other rooms.
Yeah, my guest room also has some paper in it. All right, guys. I love you. I really appreciate all of you. If it was not for you guys watching, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate it. Yes, it's the law of attraction. I swear it works. It's amazing. It really, really, really works. And I've looked back and I'm like, it works. That's why I try to make everyone be happy. And some people think they just can't be happy. Sometimes it's hard to be happy if you're angry at something. We all get angry. I'm not going to say I've never been angry since I've been happy.
I know she's been angry.
But I'm angry
Most
about
likely my
something
fault
if
for
I,
some things.
no, I don't get angry at you.
No, when I was a kid.
Oh. When I'm angry, I understand I'm angry about something and it's hard to get over, but if you think about the things in life that you're grateful for, welcome Purple Paisley, it changes your mood and it changes. Think about happy thoughts or happy feelings or what you're grateful for, because gratitude will change your life. Yay, I'm so glad my happiness is contagious because I really want you all to be happy. Ken and Sean should be visiting this summer, I think.
See you after a while, crocodile.
That's right. All right, guys, I love you. And when I say I love you, I truly do. All right, now I'm going to say goodbye. I just keep sitting here looking at the chat.
I know, me too.
Like, I think I could be here for 8 hours if you guys keep chatting and keep here. But I have to say goodbye, and I will see you tonight, hopefully, in my group, the Cricut Joy Facebook group. We're having a launch party. You got to join the group. And maybe I'll do a video in the group. I don't know. I pretty much do what you guys ask me to do. So if you have any questions at all, I'll answer the questions honestly and truthfully. No one pays me to do these videos or pays me to share anything. No one pays me to promote anything from Cricut. I only share what I love. That's why I do it. Yeah, Ken and Sean are on a cruise right now. I'm supposed to be on that cruise too. I won that same cruise.
But it's just bad timing.
Well, I didn't even know it was bad timing when I didn't even know about the Cricut Joy when I turned down the cruise. I turned it down last November, I think.
There's also a coronavirus.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like staying home. But we are going on a road trip too, but it's only the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm not surrounded by hundreds of people.
Maybe I'll...
And I have the internet. I don't like going on a cruise without internet.
Maybe I'll go live here in a little bit. While I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go subscribe to Beard Adventures. I think his link is in the description. They should pay. I don't want them to pay me to do something.
Because then you have to do...
Then I have to do what they say, or I have to do it. I want to do videos because I want to do them. Not because someone's paying me. Not because someone's asking me to. I do them for you guys. Yeah, my mom has said that too. They should pay you. I'm good. All right. Infinite Bliss says, sorry, I'm late. Well, you're going to have to start over. Huntress has her pillow ready for the trip. And do you know where we're going? Like, I know we're going to Las Vegas, but do you know how we're going?
Yes.
Like,
oh, yeah. Oh.
Like,
we're going to
what
take...
states? We got to stop at Superchargers.
So...
Florida.
Yeah, Florida into Georgia.
Oh, are we going up?
Not all the way up. You have to go... Well, no.
No, you can go Florida, Alabama.
Yeah, I think that's the way we're taking Route 10.
We don't know yet.
No, well, I think we do. So we're all right. So we're gonna go Florida to Alabama. So we're gonna take Interstate 10 over. So, and then it's part of Mississippi.
There'll be more later.
If I was looking at a map, I can tell you. But once we get to, it's like St. Charles, Louisiana, and then the next stop would be Houston, Texas, and then San Antonio. Like, there's going to be superchargers in between, but San Antonio, I'm trying to think of bigger cities. El Paso.
If you're down in that road and you got superchargers, we might be stopping. You'll have to watch us live to see where we're stopping next.
We're going to be driving through the desert this time.
Yeah. Cannot find Facebook group. Here's a link. Click it.
We're going to be in Texas forever, it's going to feel like.
Oh, it's always Texas forever.
No, because last time we avoided Texas. We went through Oklahoma.
But we went through Texas twice.
Yeah, but like, we weren't there.
Welcome, Paula Russell.
So,
you now have all my projects, too.
El Paso, and then we're going to go through Phoenix, Arizona, and then we'll start to make our way up. And then on the way back, we're going to go through Flagstaff, and then go to Grand Canyon, and then back to Flagstaff, and then across.
All right. Okay, guys. I love you.
See, here we go again. We're just reading chat.
I know.
Should you say stuff? And then, yes, we'll be going through New Mexico. You think on the way back, more so. Because we'll stop in Albuquerque.
We leave April 22nd.
They live in El Paso.
All right, guys. Now it's time.
Toodles!
Did you say that loud enough?
I thought about saying it louder. Okay, I did.